If you are someone who wants to make some positive changes in life, or you're someone who's interested in crafting, or knitting is something that interests you, this video is for you. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Kaveri and I share all things crafty, some positive changes that I'm making in my life, some sustainable crafts, environmentally friendly habits, and things on similar lines. So this is month 2 of my regular book reading journey, and if you've seen my previous video, you might have an idea of what this video is about. So I'll give you a quick overview of the books I read this month and if I like them or not, and the kind of audience I feel it caters to, so you can decide if you want to read it, if it will interest you, or if you want to suggest it to someone you know. So I read 2 completely different books this month. I know last time it was more about health and life and like personal changes and stuff, but this time I read 2 completely different books. One was about food habits and related to what we consume, and the other one was about knitting. And without talking like randomly, let's just get to the books and I'll tell you what I liked in them and read a bit for you to get an idea. So the first book was this one. It's Vegetarianism, and there is not much written at the back, so I'm going to read something from inside, which I think will be helpful for you to decide if you would like to read it or not. Vegetarianism, nourishing the body and soul. A scientifically proven and time-honored path to peace. So they've quoted some lines here from religious books. So I'm just gonna read that. One should treat animals such as deer, camels, asses, monkeys, mice, snakes, birds and flies like one's own son. How little difference there actually is between children and these animals. This is from Srimad Bhagavatam. I have given you every seed-bearing plant which is on the face of all the earth, and every tree that bears fruit with seed. It will be for your own. It will be for your food. Genesis. But meat eating in any form, in any manner, and in any place is unconditionally and once and for all prohibited. Meat eating I have not permitted to anyone. I do not permit. I will not permit. Lord Buddha. So from this you must have gotten a gist that it is about vegetarianism, really. And they are really promoting it, and you will find a lot of things and a lot of references to religious books and a lot of facts promoting vegetarianism. So I found this book quite factual, like it had a lot of like facts. So I felt like, I don't know, how can I just trust it because you're saying it, so I should trust you. But then there are a lot of references from religious books as well, different religious books, and where they have spoken against animal eating, and then they have also given some benefits of consuming vegetarian food. And towards the end they have given a lot of vegetarian recipes that you can try out if you're a hardcore non-vegetarian, and if you don't know what to eat as a vegetarian. They have helped you, they have given you a lot of recipes that you can try, so that is a good thing. And for me, I am already a vegetarian since 2018 August, so I liked this book because I felt like it was speaking my language. But if you're a non-vegetarian, I'm not sure how much you will like it, because it's not a thoroughly detailed book. It is a very quick read, and has everything written like to the point. So if you're looking for a lot of justification, a lot of detailing, I don't think you will find it here. Also, I think this is a little cheap publication because I found a lot of grammatical errors. So that was again something that made me doubt the authenticity of the book. But again, like I said, because I'm a vegetarian, I like to read about these things and I like people who are promoting it, so I liked it. But I don't think a non-vegetarian would relate to this book, and I don't think a non-vegetarian would like this book. But a vegetarian would definitely like this book. But if you're looking to read more about vegetarian, if you're looking to know more about it, on similar lines, there is a Netflix series, like I told you a Netflix series last time as well. There is a Netflix series called You Are What You Eat. It's a twin experiment, and one is like they give a healthy meat eating, a healthy non-vegetarian diet to one twin and a vegan diet to another, and then they do a thorough body test before that and thorough body test after that. And even though it's a short experiment and what you eat does have long-term effect on your body, like what you're consuming or what you're feeding your body right now will reflect years later. So within a few weeks you might not see a lot of difference, but there is some difference, just like exercising. Like if you exercise for a week and then you want to like cut abs and everything, that might not be possible. But if you're doing it for a long time, you're consistent in everything, that is possible. So similarly, like it's not like you will not see any changes in your body. You will definitely see changes. So I highly recommend it. I will put the name here and I will put it in the description box below as well. And you must watch that Netflix series. I highly recommend it for any vegetarian, vegan, non-vegetarian. They do not say that non-vegetarian diet is a no-no. They do not say that vegan diet is a yes. They do not say or promote anything. It is just an experiment, and they give you data, they give you the analysis, they give you those things, so you can decide for yourself what you want, if you want to reduce certain intake of certain things or not, or if you want to shift more towards a certain kind of a diet. So yeah, even if you don't read this book, read it, like it's nice. Even if you don't read it, must watch that Netflix series. Now moving on to the next book, which is going to interest all crafters, especially beginner knitters or struggling knitters like me. I am not very pro in knitting. I consider myself pretty advanced in crochet. This is also a crochet top that I made it's a pattern by a lovely person, Biri, and I have made a lot of her patterns because I love her patterns. So I keep buying and create. If you like to see good, nice pictures of me wearing this, you can check out my Instagram, cakecreations18. Okay, coming back to the book. I'm a pretty advanced crocheter, but I am not an advanced knitter. My mother is an advanced knitter, super advanced knitter. Her master's project was only knitting, designing and knitting garments for babies of a certain age group. So I've learned a little bit and I like doing it, but it still messes my mind, and I'm not very confident with knitting as of now. Like basics, yes, definitely, yeah, but little intricacy and some drop stitches, and then I get all, what should I do? So if you're also like me, or if you're a beginner at knitting and you don't know anything and you're just starting out, or even if you are good at knitting, maybe you can follow patterns easily, you're good at it, but you don't quite understand the mechanics of it, or you're trying to create your own patterns but you can only follow patterns and you're not able to create your own, I highly recommend this book. I loved it. I am really loving it. I still haven't read it completely, and that is, even though it's a very thin book, but the reason is they have given 2-3 patterns for garments. It's not really pattern. They haven't like given you patterns to follow, but they've given you like a wireframe, and then you can do whatever you want to do with it and create a jumper, cardigan, or pullover. And from the very beginning, they have like picked up each and everything that you do in knitting and described it, which I found like it was an eye-opener for me. I haven't even seen such detailed videos on YouTube, the kind of detailing I found in this book, and I did not think that I could learn from this book as much as I did. like each and every, like, why is this bump like this, why is this bump like down, if you create something from this side, how is it the back, and like just the detail of the stitches, like everything, and when it's twisted, which leg is front, which is back, what you can do. So they've not, as you can read the name of the book, so they've not followed what exactly knitting or basic of knitting anyone is teaching you and what they will teach you as basics. They have explained what each and everything is, and then you can decide what you want to do with it. They've given you like, these are the options, or you can create your own options, and just don't follow, just go whatever you want to create, whatever you want to make, whichever stitch you want to create, just go for it. That is something I really found like amazing. And they have images as well, they have diagrams in this, which are again very helpful. And obviously the kind of detailing, like the way they've written the book down, it is very clear. The instructions are very clear, and I don't want to use the word instructions because the name is like that. And in the book also, like they're saying, we're not asking you to do anything particular, we want you to do you, whatever the hell you want to do. We're just telling you everything about how the stitches function, how it is, and everything. So I loved this book, and I'm still like that. What I was saying, I haven't completed this book yet, because I'm creating something from the making part in this book. So like they have this section of create your own, and then we have pullover, a cardigan, and a sweater. So I'll quickly read what it says at the back, and I've already told the kind of audience it caters to, so but still I'll read what they've written. The what, why, and how of knitting. Every knitter takes a different approach, and this revolutionary guide fosters experimentation and self-expression. Author Anna Zilboorg defies the notion of a one-size-fits-all teaching method, assuring readers that the techniques most comfortable and intuitive for individual knitters are always correct. Her explorations of the construction of knitted fabrics are founded upon the understanding that there are many ways to produce the same satisfying result. Offering advice rather than rules, that is what I was talking about. Offering advice rather than rules, Knitting for Anarchists promises to broaden the horizons of active knitters and to encourage beginners. Patterns for sweaters, pullovers, and cardigans include helpful photos, charts, and directions that serve not only as guidelines, but also as springboards for unlimited variations. So I bought this book in London actually from a small craft shop. I don't remember the name, I'm sorry, but the moment I saw this book I was like, amazing, I have to buy this. And I bought this in 2018, so it has been quite some time, but now I'm reading it. If you saw my last video, you would know that I had the habit of collecting books and not reading them, because I felt like reading is a task, but now I'm reading regularly. So this was something that I really wanted to read, and I was super excited when I bought this book. I clearly remember when I bought this book. I don't remember when I bought this book because I haven't. My mom bought it from a book fair and it was just lying around in the house. But I did like this book as well. But this one I bought myself and I loved it, and I know you will love it too. So yeah, that is it for the video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this one, and I hope I was able to help you all with something, maybe making a positive change with the series that I mentioned or the book that I mentioned about vegetarianism. Or if you're a crafter, this book, the knitting book that I mentioned, I will try from next month onwards. I'm not sure if I will have 2 books all the time because not all my books are thin. Sometimes I might have just 1 book for the month, or sometimes I might have just half book for the month. but whatever I have, whatever I read in that month, I will give you a review. So this was my Feb review, and I would also like to put out a Netflix series or some documentary or something that I watch related to positive habits or lifestyle changes or sustainability related. Some things that I like, some things that I think might inspire others or might interest others as well. And yeah, if you like watching this video, and if you like sustainable crafts, if you like other things as well on my channel, and if you want to watch more of these, do give it a thumbs up, do comment below. And if you have some recommendations on books, on series that you feel that I would like, now you've understood what kind of things I like and the kind of person I am, I'm sure. So you can also recommend me, and I would love to watch them, and I can give you a review or what I felt after watching it as well next month maybe. That's it guys. Thank you so much. See you next